I whistle. I usually do it. I just thought my friends. Trying new strategies. Well, hey everyone. Thank you so much for joining us for So Gorgeous 2023. It's wonderful to have you all in the room. It's wonderful you're all so excited to be in here to find out what's going to happen. That's really good. Now, just letting you know, we're actually live streaming this. So Matt Cunliffe, our most amazing support person, who's much more than an IT techie person, just an amazing human being, is here, and he's worked out in the last not quite 24 hours how to do this. So we forgot to tell anybody that's live streaming, but big news, it'll be up on our brand new Songlines YouTube channel. So opened yesterday. So it will actually be recorded. But there might be some people, if Indriani's out there, hi, because I know she was pretty keen. She's been part of things before. So Gorgeous 2023. I think people know what it is, but just a very brief recap. It's the 5th iteration I've done of this kind of project, where I work with a particular fabric from a particular remote community or bunch of artists, and then invite people to think of creating something from them. Open expressions of interest, put out an invitation, get the expressions of interest back. Luckily, it's always about just as many as I need. I don't promote it a huge amount because, you know, I hate saying no to people. And then I distribute the fabric. People return the finished garment in exchange for some kind of voucher, which is it has a value. And in this the currency always tends to be fabric. But this time it's so good, they can choose anything in Songlines. Then we have this event. We don't do a runway because it's really, you know, it wouldn't work in this situation. But we do a film, which we're really excited. Nobody's seen it yet, and we'll be sharing that film with you, a short film, so you can see the clothes being worn. And then, thanks to Matt, we're also doing a slideshow of the clothes being modelled, which also gives you a sense of just how beautiful they are. Here, they're wonderful, but they're also pretty inert. They're not, you know, not 3D. And so you'll see that. That'll fit at the end of things. You'll see the slideshow just rolling through. So we've had this year, I think it was 26 makers. I've got the whole list here, and I will read through them because they're just incredible creatives, sort of in alphabetical order maybe. Sue Cat from Port Lincoln of Sue Cat Creative, Bonnie Short of A Few Stitches Short, who's with us here, Delwyn Castellano and Tamara Selicic. Is that how I'd pronounce it? Sorry. Down here. Oh, do you want to stand up? Come on, we can stand up. Yeah, wave and say hi. They did this wonderful piece. They worked together on accessories, this one and the one on the end. Bonnie, who I kind of didn't give you a chance, Bonnie's down here. She's the one on the end, the beautiful sort of mosaic one. It's Italiano. Christine Kelly now.
Oh, yeah.
Here we are, Christine. Beautiful bush banana prints over here. And as I remember, where's Danella? Is Danella here?
Yes, she's. I think she's doing some duties.
Okay, I'll ask. All right. Because Danella is actually, I stuffed this up, of course, like normal. Danella's actually Larrakia, and she's on staff, and she's somewhere in the building. But when she comes in, she'll say hello to you all. So is Lawrence. Is he here? Or are they here doing duty?
They're both supervised. They're checking the live stream, making sure it's streaming.
So Danella, get in here. Get in here now. It's fantastic. Come down here, come on. So this is the amazing Danella Lee, who's now managing our retail, and has been with us a year. She's fantastic. And do you want to say anything? Say hello?
No, I've really been looking forward to this. The build-up's been great. This is awesome. Yeah. Bigger than last year. A lot bigger. Yeah. So good to see you. Welcome.
Yeah. Danella's on my thank you list, of course, because she's also a chef by training. So she did the catering. So And so we're doing lots of it, and I will go back to going through, but the other thing I want to introduce you to two very special guests on either side of me, because this event is a classic way things happen around here. It's also turning into a launch of the Walpry prints on fabric, because since I worked with Papa Lumpia 2 years ago to license their designs, I've also had first Maria Namjiba Brown come into Songlines, who's Yungamu Walpry artist, and then Ziza Namjimba Egan come in, and they've been bringing paintings. And one day I was looking and I went, oh my goodness, these will make beautiful, beautiful fabrics. So sampled them both, and they don't live in Darwin, but they go. You live here now sometimes.
I come sometime, yeah.
Between Alikarang and here. But you're both originally from Yungamu. That's right. Well, and I was the manager of that arts, the first manager of that art centre back in the 80s, so I worked with their parents and grandparents. So that's we got to Christine Kelly. That's actually Ziza's fabric design. Fabulous. So I thought that was it. And you even have some painting.
It's beautiful.
That's all right.
No, perfect.
Just set it.
Oh, beautiful. Got it. Thank you.
Caesar was an Ali Karang when I sampled the fabrics, and when she came up, she was called me and I said, "Oh, I've got some fabrics here." She came in, and you got tears in your eyes, eh? Yeah. And then we've got Maria. Now Maria's amazing. Her mummy, she's the chairperson of Wallakalungal, yeah? And her grandparents I worked very close with. They've of course passed away now, but they were fantastic people. And they were involved in the Arts Centre. This is Maria's painting here. We have this in the fabric. This is how she paints Pambaparu, flying ant. And so Carmel made a dress, and there's only 2 pieces of other fabric used apart from Papalankaja, and it's in the far corner, and that's Maria's. Carmel injured her foot. She's in a moon boot. And she's also trying to finish something for an event tomorrow, but she's having a lot of trouble with mobility, which is just a real shame. She could get somewhere. Okay, so that's the diversion from that. So going back to so that was Christine Kelly. Now Yana, where are you? Yay! Now, where's yours, Yana?
Up the back there.
Oh, on the mannequin. Yes, on the mannequin. That fantastic frock on the mannequin. Christine Isaacs, our camera lady. Hers is second from the left, hanging here, which is Barbara Lane Sandhills. All the rest are Papalankaja fabrics, or artists from the desert. Jenny Malloy. She's away. Oh, that's right, she's in Alaska. And I've got a brain freeze. Oh yeah, the beautiful Kwandong print, Thomas Murray's Kwandong print, the child, and you'll see the photos in the film. Fantastic. Oh, now Jodie's here. Jodie Brown in the back, and Jodie did the amazing Transformer dress up on the back wall. And we're going to have you explain that in a little while, Jodie. Tatiana Hoffman, who's wearing that beautiful Seven Sisters print. She's part of this, and I've had complete button. Thank you very much. Thanks, Marcia. You're going to be doing talking about the box, okay? 1-0 strength beer, and I'm done. Athene and Lally, you're here.
We're here.
You came all this way. Yeah. Fantastic. And and there was a little bit of support.
Oh, yes. Yes.
Just a bit of emergency sewing on that.
Support.
Shelley Truscott's an ex-Darwin person. She's from Axdale, and she's not with us now. She's now in Victoria, but she did the beautiful pieces over there in the middle of the wall. She's done 2 with Barbara Lane, a frock and a top, and she also did use jersey in this middle one, which is Sandhill. That's Elk Lakes. Now, Charlie, where are you? Where's Charlie?
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, you're
I
right.
was trying to entertain her finding a pen
good.
and paper.
Oh, we put away all the kids' stuff. Sorry. All right. Charlie's going to be talking to you more because we have preempting. You did win an award. So you'll be able to talk more about that then. Okay. Amazing person. Charlie is really an extraordinary teacher and a person, human being. Deanne, where's Deanne? Yay! So Deanne, you're sitting close to hers. That fabulous piece of work over there. Marcia, Black Cat Couture, working again with Salt Lakes and sneaked a bit of Silka Kunji into that one. Fiona Garrett Benson. Hi Fee, if you're watching, because I told you we're having a live stream. Fee is amazing. She's a slow stitcher, and there's her beautiful earrings at the back. She does exquisite work, and we had some of them featured in the film. Then we had the 2 sewing sisters, Lauren and Erin Ritchie from Victoria, and their piece was the Seven Sisters, the yellow, that beautiful yellow print, just at the end there. Simon Turner. Simon, I don't know if you're there. I don't know if you check your emails and know that this is on, but Simon's amazing play suit.
Yes.
Yes. I'm not sure what a play suit is, but that's what it is. Olga is not here. You'll see a photo, at least one photo of Olga in those video photos taken during the filming. Her incredible work is over here, thank you. Anne-Marie Yee is at the back, far on the left. Vanessa, where's your name on this? Maybe I jumped over you. Then we've got Vanessa. Where's Vanessa? Yes. So Vanessa's the middle back there, the blue with the extraordinary cape, and she's look at you, matchy today. And then we've got the top one up top there, on the wall. Anne-Marie Cara Bailey is responsible for this one. Cara lives in Leongatha, Victoria. Then we talked about Carmel, and then Yvonne, who also can't be with us. Yvonne Wilson, whose little frock is second from the end over there. Okay, so that's me running through them. I'm not going to talk anymore because now we'll just go straight to the awards bit, because that's what people get very excited about. Now, but I have to preempt this, and this is especially for everybody here, and I said it in my email to the participants today. I actually don't like awards. They don't float my boat. I don't judge them. I've been asked to judge some. However, I started this project by offering awards because I thought prizes, because I thought maybe no one will want to do this, maybe no one, how can I make it, a bit of incentive? So they're kind of stuck. I know everyone goes, oh, there's all winners, blah, blah, but really, you know, from looking around this, beauty's in the eye of the beholder. Everybody's put effort, done beautiful things. It doesn't matter. Some are complicated, some are simple, some are wearable, some aren't so wearable. And some people made for their own bodies, which is an interesting thing. People often make something that works for them or a pattern they've used before. Other people have just done something out of the box or tried something when they haven't done one before. And so the categories are meant to be fun. They're fun, they're playful, they're not serious. I'm not judging anyone's sewing here, I'm not passing judgment on that. And in fact, I didn't pass you, right, just a little bit. I asked Marcia to do that for me.
That's not completely true.
Well, no, you said, can I tell you what I think?
I did say. Yes, please do.
So I said, you won't tell me what you think. She bumped, Marcia, I've got the thank yous, but Marcia bumped in this show on Friday and then came and tweaked some more yesterday. So, yeah, and then she said, do you want me to tell you what I think? And I said, great, we're judging. So, from what I remember and what I wrote down on that scrappy bit of paper, I don't know if you can read this, so I'll just give you a backup. So this is kind of using the categories we had. I don't know if you use that printer scrappy.
Oh yeah, okay, all right. So for comfort and beauty, so Flick came up with the categories. So we've got comfort and beauty, and it wasn't just me. We did talk about it, but we agreed that the most comfortable and beautiful was the Sukat Creative, the beautiful flowing dress over there. What's lovely about this is that it's a combination of fabrics being so well put together, and this is something that she does really well. There's a couple of blouses also around the room done by her, where she's put, it looks like linen tea towels with a variety of fabric, and that really is her her skill base, and she does it so well. So the next category is fun. It makes us smile, and that's by Simon Turner.
And really, he got the gong. I put him in there. He got the gong because if anyone's seen his Instagram post, oh yeah, there's nods. There's nods. He went above and beyond in a Melbourne winter to walk across the Swanston Street in front of Flinders Street Station, dressed in that, in June, and everyone's in grey, and it's gloomy and he just walks along with his thongs and his place suit. It's fantastic. We will share that video. We'll try and get it on YouTube channel. So Simon, you're amazing, mate, and you certainly made us smile, like really, and obviously made everyone smile.
Yeah, fabulous piece. Surprise, well, we didn't think of that, is Vanessa Gregory. And which remind me, which piece is that?
Straight up the back. Vanessa, come down.
Oh, yes,
If you're in the room going to ask you to come down and speak to your creation.
How to speak it. It's a frill neck lizard. It goes around my neck up higher. It sits down like this one, and it also goes around my waist. Yeah. These pants were to go with it, but it was ended up that big that it didn't need pants. It was my creation.
Where did you get the inspiration from?
Because you said I could do whatever I wanted. I did one normal one, which was the pink one, and then you said I could do whatever I wanted to. I didn't know if there were rules because I've never done it before. That's very cool.
And so tell us about how you
There's
did
a
this.
there's a boob tube which is also made out of this velvet, which is stretch, so it's made to hide boobs. So I sewed the material onto it and sewed 27 straight lines on it, and put it on me, and then cut between all the lines, so when it stretches over me, it gapes. But you see all the velvet onto it. Yeah.
Can you put it on?
Yeah, well, she can at the end, yeah, absolutely.
Absolutely. Well,
But you see it in the film too. It's
yes,
this one in the
I
film.
modelled it in the film because it fits me. It fits these things. But yeah. So, and it's a full circle, and also the black material. I had to go to curtain material because it's also a big full circle.
And how many buttons was it again?
98. Don't do it.
And check out the detailing on the hem of that too, what she's done with twisting it. Thank you. That's fantastic.
Thank you.
So one of the things I should have said to start with when Flick asked me if I could help to hang this, I did it last year as well. I was thinking to myself on the way here, you know, it was such a really lovely way to connect with the garments, because often when you come to an exhibition, you just look in a just, I guess, a two-dimensional way at the clothes, but it's really lovely to hold them, to dress the mannequins, and to try and dress the mannequins. And I noticed that the lovely artist who made this incredible gown over here did some tweaking. This is really exceptional. We'll get to this one in a minute. But I clearly did not know how to put the very special undergarments on to make it sit the way that it does. But it's obviously...
No, the mannequin is also just not voluptuous enough. It's more a very voluptuous size 12, which that dummy just is not.
That really, those very complex engineered undergarments, it's a reference to Marie Antoinette, isn't it? Because it's really quite incredible, and if she's okay about it, I suggest that you lift the skirt up and have a little look. It's really pretty special under there. Yes, there was a lot of fun putting them on the mannequins, and I really enjoyed it. So the next category is strategic, minimal fabric, maximum impact.
And that's the Garrett Benson, the earring maker.
Oh, amazing, yeah, these earrings are great. I should say, we talked about who should win prizes, but we probably didn't talk enough about like the actual wording of the awards. So that's why I'm sounding a little vague. But these earrings
It's
are just
after a long day of hanging.
yeah, 2 days, yeah. So really beautiful if you get a chance to go up and have a close look. She's hand stitched on all these little pieces of fabric, and I think, you know, pretty much everybody here who sews would appreciate that there's a lot of waste in our passion, and so it's really great to see those really small pieces of fabric being used. And I think also some of the accessories are a demonstration of how, you know, we're aware that we don't want to be wasting all this precious fabric, and so people look to use it in other ways, which is really awesome. Oh, right, okay, this one. All right, so the next award is Feature of Fabric Design. Oh, that's an amazing print. So this one I remember very clearly talking about because I was thinking about it on my way home after I was hanging at the later end of the week, and I said to Flick, it's got to be Tatiana Hoffman's piece here. Yeah. Tatiana and I both do quite a bit of sewing. We sew for other people. We sew with other people. Do collaborations. which we're doing at the moment. Tatiana's a very skilled dressmaker, and I was thinking about this, you know, she's chosen just a really simple design. She's definitely capable of far more sophisticated dressmaking. But with these amazing fabrics, they just speak on their own. You don't need to do anything really complex, and in fact, often you shouldn't, because that's the beauty's really in the amazing artwork on the fabric. So well done, Tatiana.
Yay. Tatiana, come up and talk to us.
She's doing social media.
I know she's the social media gal.
When you work in marketing, that's what happens. You get addicted.
So tell us about how you approach that, because you've worked with this fabric probably more than most people have.
I tried to complete my my dress quite early because I had so many projects on the way. So I needed to do this. Like it was my priority. It was number one dress for me for the season, I think. And when I look on the fabric, I fall in love straight away, and I knew that this fabric kind of talks to me. I know it sounds funny, but I say fabric talks to me. I'm not crazy. I'm just like listening. The way the fabric flows, the print on the fabric, the colors. Is it goes upside down, or do you cut on a bias? You know, if there is a repeated pattern at some ways, like how can I showcase the design and beautiful painting on the fabric? So for me, it was like a Picasso kind of a huge painting, and I wanted to appreciate that painting the most and keep it simple. But then I felt like, oh, I'm gonna make some earrings to match the outfit and highlight the blue at the top and then the purple on the bottom. And then I come up with this braided headpiece, which kind of can hang sometimes if you kind of fold it at the back, and it could be like a long braided hair where you can walk around and play with it. So it's a playful headpiece that you can put in many ways, I think, together, and complements the whole outfit. And a beautiful big sleeves. It's kind of like I was in the mood of a Picasso and many like a black and white old movies where they had like a beautiful big sleeves and they were dancing like that. I'm like, oh, I feel that. That was me creating that. Yeah. Thank you so much.
Tatiana's label, if you like, is Frezzy, and she's on, if you're into Facebook or Instagram, you can see some of her fabulous work. She and I will both be at Cup Day tomorrow wearing outfits that we have made. And if you'd like to see amazing dressmaking, she's almost everywhere. She's got something up there. So the next piece is Fabulousness, Sheer Over the Topness. Do you want to talk about this one? I've already touched on it.
Yeah,
really
and this was
special.
a hard one because there's two, and they're both up here. There's this crazy thing here, which I don't know if you saw my Instagram story or post with Lena wearing it. It looked amazing. And then there was this. So they're both really over the top, very fabulous, but it was Darwin Middle School who hipped it in the post. So Charlie, get on here. Looks like none of your students will get here, hey?
I don't think they check their emails.
Come on, now, who checks emails? Yeah. What teenager checks emails?
So last year we had them here, and they were really quiet and lovely.
Oh, well, it was a new bunch this year.
Yeah, but it was true. So let you launch into it. Yeah.
Talking about our process, is that what you want me to do?
Yeah, I'm sure everyone in this room is really interested in how you wrangled a bunch of middle school students.
Do I need to be
Do
in
you
the
want to
screen
come?
though?
No, do you want to come over here and you can actually touch it? And if you put a camera on her, that'd be great. Thanks.
Well, with my students in first semester, we're actually so flat out making costumes for our school production. We make something like 100 costumes. So the only way that we were going to enter this again is if we somehow tried to double up so it was less work. So we were already toiling this gown, over the top gown that was for our Queen Elizabeth character. So we decided that we would just tweak that so that we weren't having to toile two full, crazy elaborate dresses. So yeah, we've tried to double up and we used the same pattern, but we tried to give it a bit of a Vivienne Westwood spin and a little ode to the Queen of Fashion by making it like a bit of a mini, or somewhat of a mini. But yeah, unfortunately, this mannequin is just not quite voluptuous for the undergarments to actually like push it quite out as much as what it's supposed to be, because there is ridiculous amounts of fabric in here that I had to beg Flick to let me have. But yes, my students are incredible, and I'm sorry that they couldn't be here to actually talk about it themselves, because they've worked really hard on this. So.
Can you come and tell us what their names are?
I had Katia, Nabia, Emily, Kieran, Alicia, missing one. No, that's all of them. That's all of them. Yeah. So I had five students working on it. Yeah.
And that's Narelle Poland's baskets print. Narelle has about 5 prints in this. She's a fantastic artist and a really, really good woman who lives in Muntamara, which is Jamison, 70 k's from Papalankaja. The two communities both sort of are supported by the One Art Centre. But that's her, and as you know, they do jumpy weaving. She was inspired by the jumpy weaving baskets when she did that little, it's only a little painting, but yeah, it makes a fantastic fabric.
All right, the next category is innovation. That's a great idea, and that's Christine. That one over there, isn't it? Yes. So the reason that we chose Christine Kelly, come on, Christine, she made a whole range of things out of this absolutely exquisite fabric that we've already spoken about. So she's made a dress, a jacket, a pair of pants. She's made a bag. You know, she really worked hard to make the most out of the fabric, and we really appreciate your mammoth efforts and the beautiful wearable pieces that you've created. Well done.
Would you like to tell us about what you were thinking about and how you approached it?
Well, when I came in here, you gave me the opportunity to look at artwork on the walls, and I told you that I like bright things. And I saw this beautiful artwork, and I said, that's it. And I went away on a lovely holiday, and when I came back, there was all this fabric, and I had a pattern that I'd made in 1997, and kept it, and started. Where did we start? I think I started with the pants, with the coat and the pants. And then there was leftovers. So I said, can I make a dress? And made a little orange top to go under it. And then I thought, oh, it's all a lot. You need some green pants with that. So I made some green pants and a green skirt. And then I was really cheeky and said, can I wear the dress to Ladies' Day? And then the dress didn't have the plackets on it, the jacket did, and I thought that dress needs to be broken up a bit. And then I looked down and saw those 2 little dragonflies on the desktop, and I thought, dragonflies. And that's it, and it's such an easy pattern. You just, it's 2 bits, you sew them together and you turn it inside out. What could be easier than that? And then all buttons
For
are
anyone
easier
who's
than
wanting to
zips.
start sewing, it's so easy.
Yeah, and I felt my mum, who taught me how to sew, looking down on me, saying, go slow, don't go fast.
Awesome output and beautiful results.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Susan, would you like to tell us a little bit about what you've painted there? If it's in the pattern, in the fabric? If you stand on this side, no, it's okay, you leave it there. If you stand on this side, you can point to it, yeah. Yeah, they can see it, it's okay.
Hello, my name is usually called me Noreen, but Ziza, Noreen Egan. and my home place is beautiful, and my country is all along. And these are the pattern of the fruit we collected every season in September, and all those other, we would go out, collect them, bush passion fruit, bush sildana, bush tomato, and bush bananas. And we eat them flowers, they're sweet. They grow after the rain. So I think the background rainbow and to represent after the rain. Keep teaching my kids about bush tucker. So when we run out of food, we just go and collect them. We look at that month, like every September, December, we extract more from bush tucker. So if you go at bush, Thank you.
So the next category is Chic Ulala, and the winner of this piece is Carmel Ryan, and it's the beautiful green dress on the far left over there. I encourage you to make your way to have a good look at this piece. You know, perhaps from a distance it might not look spectacular, but Carmel's dressmaking skills are excellent, and it's a really beautiful piece. It actually comes down to a V at the back. It's a really lovely collar, beautiful puff sleeves. Yeah, really beautiful.
And when it's worn, it's
What
size is it? You'll see in the film and you see in the photo, it's really once they tried doing the model trials on Monday before we filmed on the Thursday, and when the model came out wearing it, I was just like, oh wow, you know, when once you saw it in 3D. Now we have the artist here who designed the fabric. So would you like to talk a little bit about your painting? The painting sold, that one sold. Yeah, sure. Do you want to stand here because it's the same place?
Hello, my name is Maria Brown. This is my painting. Yeah, after the rain, clients fly around, and when they lose their wings, it becomes ants. And we paint happiness. This is my father's dream. After the rain, if you travel around the desert, you see flying ants all around.
It's one tomorrow, yeah?
One tomorrow, southwest of Yundum.
Just to let you know, so Maria, she does a lot of painting for Wallakalunga artists when she's not taking holidays in Tennant or in Darwin. And she actually has a rug design with Better World Arts. We don't have it in stock, but it's actually a landscape at sunset. But yeah, she's done a lot of beautiful, beautiful paintings.
I'm going to get Flick to talk to it this time. It's our last award category.
Oh, well, actually, before I go to this, there's one I forgot. And I couldn't work out which category to put it in. Because I said, this one I adored. And I don't know what category to put it in. It's just when I think the fabric and the design sing together so beautifully. And that's Deanne's vest and bell-bottom pants.
Yeah.
That's just... The synergy there. somehow that design, yep, so Deanne, you're up.
Oh, well, thank you, first of all. As soon as I saw the fabric, I thought of the designs of the 60s of, you know, the heavily designed fabrics and, you know, bell-bottom pants and little tops and so I thought, right, it's got to be bell-bottoms. So I had a 70s pattern in my extensive collection, but it wasn't bell-bottom, so I adjusted that so that it would fit and go out the bottom. And then I wanted a waistcoat, and the only waistcoat pattern I had was for a child, so I just changed it and put a collar because I thought that would look nice and go with it. And when I saw the model put this on the video, I just went, she just made it look fabulous. So, like everyone's been saying, it's not until you put a body in there that it starts to sing, and she made it sing. It's fabulous. So, thank you. And this is such a great opportunity for us maniac sewers like me, who love our fabrics. They give us fabrics and say, make what you want. Like, that's heaven for me. And I'm happy to give it back, so thank you very much for leaving.
That's not entirely true, Deanne. I do a bit of, yeah, I do sometimes set parameters, but when I've worked with someone, so Deanne has done 2 pieces for Frock On for a Kunji artist, and she's been really beautiful to work with. And I was so thrilled when one of your silk, cobalt silk ritually print was worn by Linda Burney. That was fantastic. And that was the first year. What did you make last year? What did you make?
It was the red silk dress with the puff sleeves.
Oh yeah, of course.
Red and gold.
It was kind of a deep ochre red. Yeah, Leonie's puppet design. Another fantastic dress, and she works so sensitively. So you want me to speak to this last one? Well, actually, we're going to have to make this a live action thing. We're going to have to get the dress down. Jodie, you've got to. The award is je ne sais quoi. So Jodie, you're going to have to tell us. I think they worked it out. I did the styling. We're going to bring it down. You're going to tell us how
Transformer dress.
The transformer dress. Yeah, you unhook it and bring it down.
So just while they're bringing it down, I'd just like to say a huge thank you to Fleck. I'm sure she's really annoyed now that I've actually made it about her, but I do want to just say a huge thank you because I've known Flick now for what, 7 or 8 years, something like that. We met out at Gundalanya when I was working out there, and so was she. This woman is a visionary. She's a big picture thinker. She's a creative thinker, but she's also a doer. So she doesn't just come up with these awesome ideas. She actually makes them happen. Can I just get everybody to say huge
I love collaborating. It's that kind of tussle too. Being an Aries, you often tend to seem to be a leader. And people think you want to go out there and say, I actually really prefer to collaborate, which is why I worked with art centres for so long. I loved working for Aboriginal management committees or having Aboriginal employers. And I did. I've worked for Aboriginal organisations for many, many years. So yeah, doing a gallery is a little bit of a kind of weird fit for me, being a gallerist. I don't see myself as a gallerist. So doing shows like this, so I've got a thank you list there, and it's collaborating and meeting people like Matt, and collaborating. What Matt's brought to this has been extraordinary. And also a whole lot of back of house stuff he's helped us with. And then meeting, Marcia, who I thought was a bit wacky when I first met her. And I've told that story before, that, she bought the weirdest fabrics from our seconds in Miller, and I'd be looking at it going, what's this woman doing? God, she's got weird taste. And then she'd walk in something amazing. And she'd just put it together with other stuff. It was fantastic. So anyway, that's enough of that. So, Jodie's bloody amazing. She's got such an amazing sense of design and style and working in fabric. So, she asked me for, she was very specific, asked me for this is all these are printed by Next State, which I thank in the credits now in the film and everything, I think. Next State in Melbourne. And so these can be printed, and this is on a sort of a canvas way. So, over to you. Tell us about what you were thinking and how it works.
So this is actually based on a pattern by a pattern designer that I followed online who had a show in the New York Fashion Week a few years ago. And she did these transformation dresses, so I really liked them, but I don't make fitted clothes like that for myself, and I sew a lot for myself. So this was an opportunity to sew something that I wouldn't necessarily wear because I make all my own clothes. So I really liked this, and when I mocked it up, I needed a bigger print of this, so I asked Flick to make it bigger, and I really liked the texture of the canvas instead of the cotton. So I paired that with a suede, and I just thought it would fit together really nicely. So this is the downward, and then you flick this up, and it goes up there. And then this bit here also flicks up, becomes a sleeve, and it comes across and does it. I modified the pattern a little bit. I made the skirt a bit longer, and I always add a pocket because we always.
Wow. That's fantastic. Thank you. Thank you very, very much. Yeah, thank you. Hey Matt, sorry, I stuffed up with working on it. I said we were going to screen the film first, didn't I? And at the end, but sorry, thank you for being so flexible. Now, there's a couple of other makers, there are a few other makers in the room. Would they like to tell us, I know we didn't get prizes, and I'm sorry, because I could really give everybody, I could think of something for everybody. But Jana, would you like to tell us a bit about your work?
Should I stand or should I?
You want to stand with your piece?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry, I'm not used to talking.
Yeah, you can turn it around.
And I have to say a big thank you to our common thread, because thanks to them I learned my sewing skills. And when I started with them I was very fast. And I made so many things and they weren't very good. But Sigrid, she made me stand on the top of me and she said, no, you have to do it properly. Then thanks to her, I listened to her advice, and that's why
Okay, so Delwyn and is it Tamara, is it?
I'll speak on behalf of both of us. I'm from Melbourne and Tamara's from Darwin. And Tamara found the brochure for So Gorgeous. We've both been to the shop plenty of times and we're both fabricaholics.
Come down, come on, come and be here with your frock. That means more meaningful to people here. Sorry. There you go.
And she said, why don't you go in the competition? I said, oh, that's okay for you to say. I'm not going in it unless you come with me. So we did it together. So this dress is our dress, and Tamara made the bag and the jewellery, and there's a fascinator as well. So that's our off to the races outfit. And then the other one we made is in the corner, and that was more like a casual picnic in the parks, and it has a hat somewhere that went with it when we happened to that, and some jewellery as well. But it was a therapeutic project that we worked on together, so it was really good. She came down to Melbourne and we sat there and how about this, what about that, and yeah, it was good fun.
I just want to say your outfit today is fabulous.
Oh, fabric, yeah, water lilies. I love the indigenous fabric. So when, like someone else said, when we get the fabric for, given to us and go and sew, yes, of course. Thank you.
Christine. love you to speak to yours.
Okay, so this is my walkaway dress, not mine. It's a vintage buttricks design. It is the third time I made it. I'm about to make it the fourth time for Frocktails. It's just a kooky design. It's a one piece. You put your head through here. The front does up at the back does up at the front. It's just wonderful, and I thought it would do justice to the fabric. Like Tatiana cut her fabric in a very specific way, I did exactly, and I've got to say, first time I've done it, because I wasn't paying for the fabric. So I made sure I had these two. Well, actually, it was more the front where I actually have this.
Symmetry.
The symmetry, thank you. Because to me, I'm too much of a tight ass when it comes to cutting fabric. Because I didn't technically own this, I thought, just do it. And I think the result was great. I did, like Christine Kelly, borrowed the dress to wear to Ladies' Day, and I wore this as well. It is made for me. But yeah, it's such a fun experience to do something like this. I've never done anything like this before, and it's just, as a creative producer, I work with glass, but I'm now a sewer. So I'm now, I don't call myself a glass artist anymore. I'm a producer, and I think it's so important being a part of such a wonderful network like this, where we get to produce things like this. It's
That looks really amazing on, and you'll see the students' photos, and the model she did beautifully, and it just looks great. You really see that there's a lot of new fabric. And you're really flexible about using that fabric, because that was one design at that point nobody had used. And she was saying to me, I'll work with something that I've got. And it hasn't been used, because I was trying to spread out the fabrics between different makers, so all the artists got a chance to see their fabric made up. So thank you for that.
No worries, thank you.
Come on, can you want to talk to us about your frock?
So this is my frock here. It's actually a 1950s housecoat pattern. It's actually a 1950s pattern. So I have, hundreds of patterns, and I collect vintage patterns. And I've been looking at this one while, because I really love combining First Nations fabric with vintage patterns. I just think it transforms into, how you can put two things that are like one and one is not equal to it. It's like, I sort of think that you get a really great result from combining those two things. And I always like to just have a little element of surprise by adding another fabric in as well. So I had a little bit of she left from another project, and so I added that in as well. So yeah, it was just fun to see a 1950s housecoat pattern that turned into something very different.
And just before we show the film, I've got one more person we forgot to give a prize to, because I couldn't do it when it came to the categories. I was writing it up this morning. It was this one, Cara. Remember we discussed Cara?
Yeah.
You tell us, Cara, if you're watching and when you finally see this is amazing. You're going to speak to her. I'll go away and speak to her.
So this piece has been made by a doctor who uses sewing as, I guess, her stress reliever. I think on first glance you probably don't realise the complexity of the garment. It's actually got boning in it for structure, and I'm sure on a real person it looks absolutely amazing. But you can see that we've got lots of gathers around the waist and the bust, so it'll be accentuate that area and flatter it. But we've also got all these beautiful flutters down here, and she's made flowers which she's hand beaded with tiny little beads, and like tiny beads you probably can't see from the back there, and then really beautiful handmade like pearl buttons. And she also wanting to be frugal and be careful with our fabric, and I just want to mention again about people here who've really tried to do that in the room rather than just throw fabric away. So she's made this really amazing headpiece as well, which I'm sure took below. And if you have a look at the back, you can make your way around the back. You can see like this amazing piece here. It's actually, it laces up at the back, which would have been incredibly time consuming. It also means that you get a nice fit as well at the back. So yeah, really amazing piece.
Category probably exquisite.
Yeah,
Exquisite
totally.
detail.
Yeah, absolutely. Complex. And
Thank you, thank you. Yeah. So Cara, you got a gong this year. I know she's feeling a bit like So the thank yous. So we'll go through Papalankaja artists who did the original artworks. We've got a few of the original artworks in the room that you can see will be used for the reproduced for the fabrics. Also Ziza, who's joined us, and Maria, which was kind of a fluke, and we're now launching officially the our Walpole collection with, and this is with Flying Fox, my alter ego, mother hat. Marcia, look, what can I say, bumping in, hanging, judging, just being such a great person. Matt, amazing, thank you again, Matt. Next State Print, so Cole and Jeff and their team who print the fabrics in Melbourne. I do point out to people one of our main points of difference is that we print, we sell fabric print, promote fabric printed in Australia. And they're a small business and they work really hard. They also agreed to sponsor, so they gave me a little bit of discount on printing, which was really, really helpful. So the film you're about to see, all the credits are in it, but Olga did the styling and she's just a joy to work with. And so some people were kind of excluded also from having their work judged because they're a bit close to, things happening. Jordan Hannell did the hair and makeup. She was amazing. And Nicholas Goldhurst, the filmmaker and the stills photographer, just fantastic NG photographics to work with. The models, thank you so much to the models. Caitlin, Jaden, Lena, Aisha, Hayley. Hayley's with us. And who's the other model? There's another model here, sorry. Where are the, Hayley still here?
Yes, I think she is. She's standing in the doorway.
Hayley! Hey. Oh, and Lawrence was a model too. Yep, he's there somewhere. Vanessa, that's the other model in the room. Yay, Vanessa's a model, you'll see her. Poor Fifi, she got to wear one thing and they had to go home for a sick kid. And Helena Warrior. I've said the persistence, and also huge thanks to my staff, Danella, Lawrence and Christine. Yeah, this has been just a joy to do. Sorry guys, I get a bit stressed, but hey, that's how I roll. I really should start taking Valium or something. And finally, thanks to the appreciators, the people who sustain Songlines, but also come along to events like this and show your love for the making, and show your love and appreciation for the art, for the artists, for the fabrics, and for the makers. Because that's what, it's just a joy being able to share all of that. And if we didn't have an audience, it wouldn't happen. So I think that's enough from me. And we're just going to push some paintings back and you're going to watch the film. Then you can stick around, have a few more drinks. And we also will have the slideshow on, what do you call it? Yeah, slideshow. Sliding. Yes, sliding, exactly. That's the word I was looking for.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, I'm going to do that. Thank you. It's a great reminder. Thank you.
You're over there and then it's fabulous.
Well, then, not really suited to the film. Yeah.
Well, I think she's on to it.
Yep.
Kind of swing
actually on our YouTube channel now. I uploaded it early today, so you're welcome to watch it as many times as you like for free. Yeah, so you'll be able to see it's a little bit high res, and we're just fixing the framing. Thank you, everyone. Thanks for coming.
How long will the dresses be on display here?
Until I take them down.
So we've got a week or so?
They'll be at least a month. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. We might have to rejig a little bit so people can try things on too. Because taking them, some of them are pinned and stuff. So this is it's looking very nice now, but we might just rejig a little bit so they're easier to try on. Yeah, it is.
Fixed it, so
Oh, yeah, you play it again, that's fine. But just switch the volume down. We'll play it again, right.
That was fabulous. Thank you. And it's and it's that much. Yeah.
But they took a lot of
Yeah, everything, yes. Wow. And the colours, stunning. Like, it must be the natural light. Yeah, it would have been a good play.
looks really good. Let me just one more.
Oh yeah, get rid of that chair, will you? It's Yana. I know the shoes are amazing. I know. Don't worry, I have all ready. Yvonne, are you taking me photos?
Look at a bit more detail.
I love
I know, yeah. Thank you.
Find that fabric.
Yep.
And trying to make the cat.
Because at least when it was a contrast, it just went, yep, no, that's a lot easier. Yeah.
Well, I also went, if I turn this button upside down, it's not going to matter.
No, exactly. That's right.
I forget to eat because I work hard. And when I get my food, Mommy's I got to see, I think it's like, I've seen the videos, I've seen the models, but I don't think she was way too short. And the sleeves were way too big for her. I agree that it made someone go to quite a that picture. It's on Thursday, and I haven't been like for real, like
You should have a big one like mine. They can see from far away. You get it
Oh yeah, you can wear that on. I was looking at
See you at
yeah.
you know the way. I told Gary I want to get married.
Phenomenal.
I didn't look like that in the 80s.
And a lot of this is a big tan.
Memories.
As she should be. She should be supposed to say it's actually got she was involved in that. It's all beautiful. Love that one too.
That's cool.
Good plan. No. See ya. Let me take a photo. Yeah. Oh
No, I'm still not quite happy with it. The way it was
I wonder what happens to the others.
when the model moves around, big sleeves.
Oh, you're having a go at another one? I think you might be right here.
Well done.
Yeah.
That's beautiful. Congratulations.
And I really love it.
A lot more cheese.
I think it's a little bit on trend. Yeah, I love it. Things like that. And then I have some. Yeah, all
Oh, this was the slide. This is one of them. What is possibility? But it doesn't. It's very well. It's just really nice. Oh, I know. And I know that's when I've got too many. Oh, yeah. Yes, because you work on it. Yeah. Oh, I'm going to ring them. And then you call them and you dance. Yeah, right. We all haven't finished.
Bye, Elmer. See you. Maybe see you later. Nice to see you. My number. Yeah.
It's not that hard. No, it's quite a simple cure, so.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Yeah. She did. I think it might have been a yes, like that. Do you want this to get the police to actually work this what they do to leave it on your plate?
You need a break.
A little bit. Oh, that's really great. Yeah. We had a lot of fun.
Yeah, another one they do. And they bind them up and they just and they bind them.
Doesn't do anything because the models are the dummy's too small. They just collapse. Yeah, the back and the sides. Thank you. But yeah, that style. What I'm looking at which time?
Oh, that's all right. Oh, good. Thanks for coming. Oh, thank you. Thanks. Yeah, it was fun. It was really fun. People were going to come up. We were so nervous. Like, we had no sort of guidelines really. It was like just whatever. It was, yeah. Yeah, and they've all come up with really different.
Can they not be true? Thank you. Okay, bye. Thank you for inviting. It was a lovely time.
No. It's a Melbourne brand, but it is getting a little small. But you always pick out what you want to wear. It doesn't let me dress it anymore.
Yeah, on that. I mean, it's just so
Oh, no, if you're going to do that.
Here early.
Yeah. We'll get going, Bobby, soon.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, I'm coming to Francis We'll probably see her.
You're around for 2 months. Okay.
So those cans,
Well, Barb, we'll get going. So if you want to do